Hi guys, Tom Mechanic here. Today I just want to talk about just some maintenance tips on your two-stroke stuff, especially if you're not going to be using it over winter, your brush cutters and things like that, and even your chainsaws when winter's over, putting your chainsaws away. If you're going to be storing stuff for quite some time, there's a few tips that you can do and save you some money. Firstly, what you want to do, if you're storing it away for quite some time, make sure you drain the fuel out of here. Even though you've drained the fuel out, there's still fuel in the carburetor. So what you need to do is your little primer on top, or your primer on the carb, press that, run that fuel back through and into the tank, then tip it out. Drain the whole system, because if what will happen, that's your diaphragm in your carburetor. Now that is stiff as stiff, that one. And that's what happens, goes wrong with them. That's all got to be replaced. Fuel filters, they all clog up and your fuel lines deteriorate. And a lot of that's due to having the fuel sitting in them for some time. Now, when you are storing this, you've got to remember that oil and fuel mix is not getting mixed up. It's not being moved about. So the oil content in the tank is sitting down on the bottom of your tank. So when you first pick that up, I've seen them, the filters just covered in oil. And that's because the oil's been settled and hasn't been used for some time. So this, guys, if you do that sort of thing, it will help your machine and make it easier for you to start when you come to use them again. Especially generators. Generators is another one. Now, make sure you tip the fuel out of your tank, drain your tank, and start them up and let them run out of fuel. That's the best way with generators. Now, another thing, generators, they sit around until you need them, and a lot of times your fuel's going off or has gone off. It makes it very difficult to start. So that's one way of keeping those things fresh. Just drain them and put some fresh fuel in when you need it and start it back up again. Otherwise you end up settlements in the bottom of your carburetors there. But most of these two-stroke things, yeah, if you start them and run them every few weeks, they're fine. But if they're going to be sitting for quite some time, you're going to end up in trouble. So tip your fuel out, prime your fuel through, and even if you want to try and start it, just make sure there's no fuel sitting in the carburetor or the tank, and you'll be right. You shouldn't have any dramas. Okay guys, so that's just a bit of a maintenance tip for you.